frustration.
On this episode of The Middle is Open, we're in a backyard. Whose backyard? Anthony's backyard. As you can see, there's bricks behind me. Nice little brick wall. Anthony, why are we in your backyard?
It's the pandemic, man. COVID-19. We're trying to social distance.
Absolutely right. We're in the backyard. We're socially distancing responsibly. We're like about 7-8 feet away from each other. Anthony's over there. Peter was over there. Peter's gone now.
He's gone.
He had to go. Maybe he was too close and he just didn't feel comfortable anymore.
I think he missed Pat, and he just hopped on a plane right now to go see him.
Yeah, so where is Pat? He's actually in Idaho. He's trying to get his internship done.
Yep.
It was something that we kind of thought about, like, is Pat going to go to Idaho because we're in this pandemic? What's going on? And one day Pat just said, hey guys, I'm in Idaho. What's going on?
Exactly like that.
So yeah, no, it just happened. So Pat's in Idaho. He's doing his internship. Who knows? Maybe we will have an internship here for one of our listeners. If you guys want to join us in the backyard, responsibly, of course. As you get, I have my mask right here. Look at that.
Yeah.
So I got my mask. I actually have my sanitizer, and Anthony has Clorox wipes and
beer.
Beer, of course, because we want to kill the germs in the inside of our body.
Yes,
and then I have some disinfectant like sprays. So we're prepared, man. It's not like we're being irresponsible.
Exactly.
We're very prepared. We're taking this serious, but the show must go on. We need to record. But yeah, we had a good show, man. It was a good first showing. I enjoyed myself. Anthony enjoyed himself.
It's been too long.
It was too long. We had Pat check in on us, what he's doing in Idaho. It was fun, just catching up, just talking BS.
Yeah.
Just like old times. Lucas just made his way over here. What's going on, Lucas? Yeah, Lucas is super excited.
He's looking for a bear.
Anyways, this is The Middle's Open. All right, guys, and with Anthony's laugh and Peter's laugh, and now they're both chugging beers, guess what? We're back, and we're not in the studio just yet, but we are in the backyard.
Yeah.
Anthony's backyard.
The TMO Patio studio.
There you go. TMO Patio Studio. We're breaking it out for the summer. And actually, we're drinking some summer beers. What kind of summer beers are we drinking, Anthony?
Some Bud Light and Lime.
Bud Light Lime.
Official sponsor of the show.
The unofficial, official sponsor of the show, Bud Light Lime. It's a great beer. It's like super cold. And we got these really, really, really nice, huge ass mugs. That's one beer that I have. I'm showing the camera. That's one beer that I have in there. It could probably fit like 3, I would say. 2.5, 3. But yeah, this beer's very good, especially on a hot summer day. Did we hit 100?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it was like in the 90s.
It says 97 right now.
Actually, it was
88.
cooler in the day. I went for a walk.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot, man. It's cool when that breeze picks up, but it's really, really hot. We've already reached triple digits, and we're not even in summer yet. We're like, it's springtime still here in El Paso. So I could just imagine we're probably going to be like, I don't know, maybe 105, 110 this summer.
I hope so. I like the heat. I don't know about you guys. I like the heat because we could come into a patio under a shaded tent thing. You could have some nice cold beer, and it's that much better. And when it's fucking cold, yeah, you could go up to a fire and you could drink cold beer. I mean, anytime you drink beer, it's fine.
Yeah. Any season with beer
All right.
is all right.
I just checked that. Any season's good as long as there's beer.
I like the summer, dude. But I was telling Anthony, like, when I got out of my car, even though I had the air on and everything, I'm just constantly sweating now.
Yeah.
I have that like mantle lantern thing going where I sweat under my boobs and goes down to my belly button. I've been doing that a lot. But I've been running a lot too, man. Abel and I, we're like fucking Forrest Gump
Yeah. We are running a lot. Well, let's go. In all seriousness, like we're back here because we're trying to do the social distancing. We're trying to be responsible. Anthony really hooked us up today. He has our studio outside, like we mentioned. We're on the patio. We're all far apart from each other. I'm like about 8 feet away from Anthony. Anthony's about 9 feet away from Peter, and I'm about like 15 feet away from Peter. So we have plenty of distance in between one another. But yeah, man, like, I mean, this is a lot safer than going and getting fucking potatoes at a Walmart and shit. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
let's be honest.
We're not sharing a cart.
It's been weird. Like, you see a lot of things that have been ass backwards, in my opinion. I mean, sometimes I'm like, okay, we should just keep the quarantine going until some kind of cure or vaccination or something. But then it's like, I understand the business side too. You can't just shut down everything. So, I'm kind of conflicted with those things. And insanity, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm losing my mind. Domestic violence has like gone up. People are gonna divorce as soon as this shit is over. In my case, I think I'm gonna get married after this, because if I could put up with my girlfriend locked down for fucking 3 months straight without strangling each other, I think she's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is a weird time. Like Peter was saying, things are backwards, it seems. I can kind of see the argument with some of these businesses, how they do want to open up, because let's be honest, when you go to some of these stores, these supermarkets, they're overloaded, man. Like, they're overloaded. You go and you just pass by, like in the parking lot, you can see all the cars that are out. And then you can also see a line building up outside just to get into the store. You can't tell me that line that you're waiting in to get into the store is safe, Like, everyone's just like...
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you're stuck in traffic, everyone's tailgating each other.
Yeah.
So like, this is everyone waiting in line to get into a Walmart. Everyone's just like bunched up together. It's ridiculous.
You know what?
It doesn't make sense.
I would disagree with you. I think it is safe in the sense, like, everyone's been pretty courteous for the most part. I haven't seen too much like craziness. I've seen frustration, but there's fucking frustration on a normal day.
Yeah.
At a fucking Walmart. So I've seen people
Fights
lined
on the
up,
side of the freeway.
people with their masks, people the stores I've been to, I've actually seen, like at Albertsons, Walmart. I've seen when you get in, they wipe down. There's only X amount of people allowed in the store. Then they wipe down the carts and they give you a cart.
Well,
And I still get the fucking cart with the fucked up wheel that's always like,
yeah.
but
That's every cart.
So and then even when you shop and then when you're about to pay, after every customer, the cashier would say, "Hold on," and she'll start wiping everything down. So I don't think it has been unsafe.
I mean, I say Walmart, but I'm not saying it's just Walmart. Like, I think there's a lot of businesses out there that are doing everything they can to keep the shopper, the customer safe, as well as their employees. Just a safe environment in general. I think there's a lot of businesses that are doing a very good job of it. But I think there's also businesses out there that they're hurting and they really don't give a shit. They're just like, dude, we're just happy to have customers. And if it makes someone feel better by not wearing a mask, we're not gonna fucking implement that.
Yeah, but that's where self-responsibility comes into.
But what I'm saying is, because we actually have a cousin that works at one of the local stores here in El Paso, one of the big chains, and he said it was pretty strict the first few weeks that they were working, that they were like wiping things down and everything. But now things have really eased, and like now there's no, they say, oh, we could only allow like 150 or 200. He was telling me yesterday. And he's like, nah, we're not even implementing that rule. People are just coming in like whatever now. Like, it's not even a big deal. So I think things have kind of calmed down because it has been such a long time. It's going on 2.5 months now, 2 months now. So It's been a very long time that everyone has been in this self-isolation, quarantine, lockdown, whatever you want to call it. And I think now people are kind of like, well, I'll just take one more chance. I'll take, like, when this first started, I wasn't eating out. I was washing my hands to the point like my skin was like coming off of it was crazy. And I think now we've been a little more.
Well, you kind of have boundaries set now.
Yeah.
Because at first it was new. It was a little scary. I mean, we even joked about it at the beginning when all this, we're like,
Our last
how serious
episode
is
in the
it?
studio.
And then next thing we know, everything's shut down, and we're like, I guess we should follow suit. But then we're kind of finding the parameters on this, like okay, they haven't come out and said that it's airborne. Yeah, it could travel like a normal cough or anything, but we gotta be mindful. And that's why we're distanced. That's why. But I mean, we have hand sanitizer. Abel's come over. My mom's come over. Little things. And it's just being mindful now. At first, and let's be honest, like, I remember shit. I'd be eating. I'd fucking touch stuff. I'd have to control. And now I am. And I don't think I was a disgusting person, but you saw it everywhere. I like to kid with my girlfriend.
That's the train, by the way. That's the train, by the way.
I know
Train
we got the neighborhood ambience. Yeah. But she used to eat at the grocery store, and that was like a big no-no for us growing up. But when you don't see that anymore.
Hell no.
Yeah.
And I mean, we like to kid at the Northeast. I'm on the Northeast now. I don't even see that anymore. But I mean, you used to see it very often. People would open a bag of chips, start eating while they're shopping. You don't know who the hell touched that cart before you. You don't know what they were doing before you. They might have been in their car doing something.
Dude, kids sit in the in the basket. You know what I mean? And how clean are kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be honest,
I know, in their dirty diaper, their soiled diaper coming out,
and you put your chicken in there while you're eating.
So I mean, it was like this was almost like a wake up call, and I understand and I have a big tendency of like a bad habit of like scratching my beard all the time, or like putting my but I'm also like, okay, well, I just washed my hands before I came. I'm the only one that touched my own beer, like little things like that. We're fucking far away from each other.
Yeah.
But even before, we've just become more aware of things, and it's kind of funny because I think that's why we're easing up. Like you were saying, that people are opening up business and all, but we're wearing masks and everything, and I think that's cool. I think that's if you're wearing a mask, I'm wearing a mask, even though it's not the approved N95 whatever the fuck mask. Yeah, we're preventing it. If you cough, you're coughing into your mask. Yeah, and it's not fucking spraying across the room. Yeah, and that's one of the big arguments. And go wash your fucking mask. Yeah, right. People have these masks and they're like, oh, they get soiled. Well, go fucking wash your mask. And I'll be honest, I haven't even washed my mask.
I bought some rewashable ones and I've washed them. Yeah. But it's mean. It at least protects other people from whatever you have. Like I've heard in China, that's a big thing. Like, people in China would always wear masks even before. Anyways, yeah. And it was the reason why they did it was because if they were sick, they would wear a mask.
They were being considerate for
so nobody else got what they got.
Well, in fairness, China has like every fucking disease known to man. True. Like every fucking disease, like SARS and all that shit. Like that all started in China. Like all those fucking diseases started in China.
You have fucking people in every fucking corner and fucking...
No. I'm just trying to make fun of them over there.
Yeah.
You said China, and then I heard all the cats and dogs and everything.
China.
But I don't know, man. It's just
it kind of goes against what I grew up on, though. Like I'm pretty sure you guys could agree. Like you get hurt, you scrape your knee or whatever, and it's like throw some dirt on it, you're fine. You know what I mean? You didn't run and like, I need Neosporin. Oh yeah, like, disinfect it.
Or like you'd eat fucking your dinner outside, basically.
Yeah,
like
and it was
your
like
parents didn't want you inside the house. Well, they didn't want me inside the house.
Well, you always heard that like it boosts your immune system. Well, if you're never exposed to anything, never gonna boost your immune system. You know what I mean? Like you always
you've
hear
seen
that.
all those memes. Like if you ever went to the naked harem,
you're immune.
You're immune.
Yeah.
If you ever ate at Chico's, you're immune.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Chico's hasn't opened
I know.
at all.
Really?
At all.
They took the money and run. Like cash.
They were
Cash only.
they were the one of the small businesses that
Small business.
they probably got
relief,
like
whatever.
Yeah, they probably got like $5.7 million. They're like, fuck this, we're not opening.
We're outie. Later.
Nah, but I forgot what I was gonna say. No. Oh, okay. What I was gonna say was like things are gonna change. Like I think I've been hearing a lot like this is a new norm. I don't exactly believe this is gonna be the new norm, but it's gonna be.
People are gonna be mindful.
There's gonna be a half like we'll meet you halfway. This isn't gonna be the new norm. It's gonna ease up a little bit more, but there is gonna be a new norm that we just don't know yet what exactly the end result. Does that make sense? So like for example, right now there's no sports here in the United States. They've already opened things up like Germany, they have their soccer league going on, the Bundesliga. In South Korea, they have fucking blow up dolls as fans.
I saw that.
but they're playing baseball. One of the things is when we do start to open up sports here in the United States, it's one thing that there's going to be no fans or whatever, but maybe later on down the road, just think about it for a little bit. A lot of team organizations, these franchises, these organizations, they rely a lot on the concession stands.
Yeah.
Think about maybe 1-2 years down the road. How many people are going to be eating at games now? They're just going to be a little more, like Peter is saying, like a little more mindful, like, okay, is this really clean?
It's like the relish and the onions and everything have been waiting out. They have them out.
Like, I mean, we've gone to the Chihuahua Stadium where they have, like Peter said, the onions, the relish, the jalapenos. It's like waiting out and the sun's just beating down on it. 100-degree weather.
Under the shade, but all the people are walking by.
Yeah.
Like,
people are walking by. They're helping themselves. Even like that's at sporting events, okay? But then I'm also thinking about like when I go to a fast food chain. The fountain drinks are like super dirty. They have all the condiments at a bar and stuff. You can grab ketchups and, napkins, straws, things like that.
The lids for your cup.
The lids for your cup. Like how much are things gonna start changing now? You know
what though? Like it's funny you mentioned that. Like because I've always been, I wouldn't say I'm a germaphobe, but I've always been conscious of that kind of stuff. Like when I go and I get my lid for my soda, I don't grab the first one. I like take 3 of them and I grab the middle one and put the other 2 back. Like I just always do that.
I'm the guy that always like pulls 2 by accident and one falls and it falls on the floor and then I get it and I put it back in there. Yeah, and it'll stay.
Peter's like, and then I put it like the 3rd one.
I don't want to be a dick to the person next.
And there I am grabbing the last one. This is a safe one. Yeah. But no, you're right. I mean, there's going to be everyday life that's going to be impacted by this for, ever. You know?
Yeah.
What I mean? I don't know, man. We're a very short-minded society. I give it a year before we're like, meh.
I think if this was a little more deadlier than what everybody was thinking at first, I think everybody would have a different outlook on it. But I think everybody would fear. I think everybody or it's not as bad as everybody thought it was going to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like death wise. I think if it was a little bit more, I think everybody would be still a little freaked out.
Which is good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Which is like
dodged a bullet, man. Can you imagine if it was like even of a 70% mortality? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, like everybody would die.
Well, the thing is, it kind of stayed. I mean, I don't want to say it stayed under control because in a lot of places it wasn't under control.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with like novel, what do they call it?
Novel
viruses, because they don't know how the virus is going to mutate. They don't know which route, if it's going to go airborne. There's so many things that could change within. And still, I mean, we're not out of the clear.
No.
But I do, like, going back to our original conversation, we do have to go back to somewhat of a norm. And I think that's why we all kind of agreed.
It's like one of those things, like, it's like we're stuck in the ocean right now. We're in open water. We finally got our breath. We kind of came up to the surface, like, but what's next? We're still in open water. We're still like, fuck. We're still in the middle of nowhere.
Because it could mutate still now into something.
So
worse.
like, we've gotten our breath. Now it's like, okay, now what? What's our next step? And that's kind of the problem. Like, I know there's like these memes that go out and stuff, but some kind of like, they kind of give you like, a little bit of perspective, like when it's like, it's not that the pandemic is over. It's now that hospitals have enough beds to serve you.
Yeah.
But that's not the case for here in El Paso. Like just the other day, they were saying UMC's almost at its full capacity.
Wow.
Pertaining to the coronavirus. Yeah. That now they're going to start moving patients to other places. You know how like a lot of these hospitals have like the side clinics and stuff? Mm-hmm. Well, that UMC is going to start moving some of their like not at risk patients over to other places. And then that way they can serve the coronavirus people that are getting admitted into the hospital. They can serve them a little bit better with a little more room rather than being at that full capacity. So that's kind of scary right there. And Anthony and I actually talked about this the first podcast that we did during this whole coronavirus thing. We talked about, like, I was explaining to him that as long as it doesn't strain our hospitals, we're fine. But once it starts affecting us, like the capacity, like, can we admit, like, do we have, enough beds, in other words?
Well, and
then that's when we should really fear, because if we do not have enough beds for people to get admitted to the hospital, they're pretty much going to be on their own, self-isolating at their house with what kind of, what kind of like medical attention,
Well, I've always thought about this is El Paso is very stubborn as far as health concerns.
Yeah.
Like, nah, fine. It's just,
nobody goes to the doctor.
Sprite and Vicks,
and I'm one of them.
Like, it's even a joke. It's a running joke. But it's like, I'll be fine. I'm good. I don't feel sick. So how many people are not going? They might have the symptoms, but they're like, nah, I'm still good. I'm fine. And then even me, like, sometimes I'm like, I'll wake up. I left the fan on or something. I snore. And when I snore a lot, like the back of my throat kind of hurts. And I'm like, oh man, coronavirus?
Am I getting it?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Just last night, I had the fan on all night, and I woke up this morning, and my room is the coldest one in the house because it's in the middle of the house, so it doesn't get touched by the sun, like sunrise to sundown. It never gets touched.
It's cold, yeah.
So it's a very cold room, like, even without the fan on, it's chilly. But I kept the fan on.
But even like Yvonne, when she wakes up and she's like, and I'm like, get away from me. But then like 5 minutes later, I'm there, come here, give me a hug.
I know, right?
Peter's over there.
Like somebody coughs and you give him the death stare, like, motherfucker, you better not come over here.
So what have you guys been doing during this coronavirus quarantine shit? Like, what are some activities? Because I know we got a little into, like the seriousness of it, but what are some of the things you've been doing or you've taken up during these times?
I don't know. Anthony?
I've been working, so not much has changed for me. It's pretty much business as usual. I took this week off because my engine is no good on my truck.
I noticed that, dude. You didn't have your big truck.
I came back from out of town, and on my way back, I kept getting a check engine light on my truck, and I told my boss. So Monday I went and took it in, and they told me, the engine's
Do you have to work on your own vehicle?
No, we take it to another dealership, which is funny. It's like we're a dealership, but we take it to another dealership for them to work on it. But
do you know, like?
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Oh, okay.
I could. It's just for liability reasons, right? So like, in other words, if they work on my truck and something happens and I kill somebody, it's their fault.
It's on them.
You know what I mean? Like that's really the only reason. Like I could do it, but
yeah, I think that's funny.
But yeah, so like Monday I went in and
that's the world we live in.
Yeah. I went in and
we're
they were
just
like,
a lawsuit away.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Look at all the lawyers. You know what I mean? You see on the TV, it's like,
all right, I'm gonna get a beer. Who wants a beer? Let me get the sanitizer.
I'll take one. Yeah.
I'll take one.
But yeah, I went into work on Monday and took my truck in. They told me, yeah, the engine's fucked. And then so I told my boss, like, the engine's fucked. And so he was like, I don't know what we're going to do with you. You're pretty much useless without your truck. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, you know what? I think I'll just take the rest of the week off. That's cool with you. And he's like, that works for me. I'm like, all right, cool. So I just took the week off just so.
Just one.
Yeah, just one's cool.
No, man.
Thank you.
So, yeah, like, I mean, a lot of your job has to do with you, like, driving around and stuff.
That's all
so
my job.
when your truck does go down, like, what the fuck? Are you just at the shop or?
Pretty much, they just stick me in the shop and literally, I went and grabbed a bucket and I went to my truck and just put a bunch of tools in my bucket. And so, like, I was at the shop with a bucket full of tools. That's all I had. And so that's why I'm like, I hate being at the shop without my truck. So there's not much I can do. So I was like, I'd rather be home. You know what I mean? And then like Amber's birthday was yesterday and our anniversary and stuff. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just take the weekend.
Smart guy. He had his anniversary on her birthday.
Yeah. I met her on her birthday.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Well, not really, because I got Mother's Day, her birthday, and our anniversary all in like 2 weeks of each other.
But it's a date that you shouldn't forget.
That's true.
No. But that not only that, like you don't have to fucking worry about another date later on.
True. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
true.
And it's one gift.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. One big gift.
She's like, what you say?
She's listening to it.
But
she's like in the production room, like fucking listening to every word.
She's gonna cut the feed right now.
Dude, I saw that video that Anthony put of Lucas riding that thing. And he was going fast. He looked like fucking Bobby's World. Like,
yeah, dude, he was hauling ass. Like, what's your dog's name? Duke or whatever? You're like, move, Duke. And then fucking.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit.
He almost got ran over.
Fucking Duke would have been dead.
Yeah.
Fucking Lucas almost took him out, man.
He tries to aim for him, too.
Abel, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
Fucking just playing golf and then running. But
this motherfucker built a fucking golf course.
I know, I've seen that.
No. Yeah. We've talked about it.
Have you named it
yet? Have I named my golf course?
Yeah, you need to name it.
Maybe. I mean, Pat's the golf guy, so I don't know what he would. Fucking amen corner. I like no. Fucking Pat could probably name it.
We'll ask him. Hopefully he'll come back on the show later.
You do your fucking drone flyovers like they do for like the,
the
Masters. It's like
like describing the hole. Yeah, like this is a par 4 or whatever.
Just par 4. There's alligators and fucking.
No, dude. Like I've been hitting the net pretty good, and then we go to the fucking driving range, Chris and I, and then fucking we just like we suck, man. Like. I mean, it's funny because we're not golfers. We're not like, I mean, we know we suck. We just go out there to fucking hit a ball, you know? But it's funny, like, how many guys go to the driving range that have, like, their fucking golf clubs and they got them, like, covered. They look like fucking professionals, let's just say. And then you see their swing and it's like, dude, I'm better than this guy. Like, this guy fucking hits like shit. Like, it's embarrassing. And that guy's probably got like $1,000 clubs, you know? And I like just got everything for free from some guy that fucking dad picked up his trash and shit. Like fucking, yeah, dude. It's like, dude, I'm set, bro. Like, I think it's one of those, like we talked about in other shows. If there was, we're all kind of like natural athletes. If we could have like played something professionally. And I think like if I had an opportunity to play golf like as much as Pat, I think I'd be pretty damn good. Not saying I would be a PGA, like working to get my PGA.
Be in Idaho
like,
right now?
Yeah, I'm not saying I'll be in Idaho like Pat, but I think I could
but
go
I'd be in Wisconsin.
But I'll be at I'll be at Augusta. Oh no, man, but fucking. It's a cool game. It's a cool game. It's nice just to like Peter would relate to this. Whenever you get like a solid base hit, like you're like, whoa. Like whenever you get that, like swinging a golf club, It's just, it feels.
Well, I've gone
fucking
golfing
good.
with you. You could use the golf terms with me too.
No, but it feels fucking cool, and I've gotten a lot better.
Dude, one time.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Has your game improved?
Yeah, it has. Yeah. Now, has it improved on the golf course? I don't know, because I haven't gone golfing like at a legit golf course.
Dude, one time we the three of us, Abel, Chris, and I went golfing on a real golf course, and I lost like 5 golf balls. No fucking idea where they went. Fucking, I hit it that way and it fucking went that way.
Did you Happy Gilmore? Like,
yeah.
boom.
Actually, Abel and I were doing hits like that, remember?
Yeah.
And we were hitting it pretty good.
Well,
For the most part.
they like skipped.
No, some of them were good. I thought I was pretty fucking good.
Nah, but you know what I have been doing is running. Like,
I know both of you.
I was telling you,
dude,
Anthony.
I even got my running shoes just in case like we finish up early
do I.
here.
Look at-
I'm gonna go fucking run, dude. Like,
I need a sponsorship from fucking Nike though.
oh, dude,
Fucking running shoes are expensive, dude.
Yeah.
they are, man. They're fucking expensive.
Fucking, I ain't trying to be LeBron. I'm just fucking running.
Nah,
Just need to run.
I mean, I got these on special, and these work out pretty good. Like,
I think they're similar, dude. They kind of look alike.
yeah, they are. They're probably just different
Yeah.
colors.
They are, right?
Yeah. I think they're the same.
They are the same.
They're the
Fucking
same one. They're just.
copycat?
Nah, yeah, I copycat. I was running like a month before you and shit.
Yeah, right.
Nah, but nah, they're a little different. But anyways,
Mine are
fucking.
better.
Yeah, this guy fucking making it a competition. Bitch, we'll find out right now. Live
Who's
race.
faster?
Live race right now. 5K. Nah, but
It's a Twisted Tea 5K challenge. You gotta drink a bunch of Twisted Teas and run.
after every 1K,
quarter mile, you
after
fucking
every
chug a
1K, we
beer?
just drink like a Twisted Tea and shit.
Damn, we should do that.
Oh, dude, that would be dirty.
Anthony's like driving in the car, laying beers out
With
on
a
Riverbend,
Come on.
and then we go.
Anthony is like in a motorcycle, and Lucas is in like the little pod next to him. And he's all handing us beers while we get thirsty while we're running.
We should.
I'll have Lucas chase you with that.
should do that.
The John Deere.
Just a mile, Abel.
A mile?
If you stop, you're getting ran
You
over.
stop, you chug a beer, you go.
Like every quarter?
Every
do that?
quarter mile.
Oh, shit, man. Then you could probably beat me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're fucking running sideways.
Nah, it's only 4 beers. Haven't you seen Mythbusters that they said the way to burn off like
Sober up?
being drunk, to sober up is
Exercise.
Is to run.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could probably drink a 30 pack and run a fucking marathon.
Fucking what is it? The fucking Iron Man or what is it that they run all day and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Iron Man, I think is what's
Let's
called.
not
Yeah.
get crazy now.
Is it what?
I saw a meme today.
Oh, there's one that I don't know.
The triathlon.
Triathlon's
Yeah,
like
triathlons. It's like swimming, biking, and running.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to swim. I'll be like fucking floating.
I get one of those bikes with the fucking paddles on
The
it.
fucking canal at Riverbend. We're all swimming in it. We're like all full of blood and gunk
You'll
and
get corona from that for sure.
Look at something.
fucking malaria.
Malaria,
I don't know, man. Yeah, I've been running too, though. And not as much as fucking Forrest Gump over there, but
yeah. Forrest.
I ran 7 miles on Monday.
I know. You guys have been like back and forth, man.
Yeah, not
because
back and
Abel's
forth.
that lovable idiot.
The lovable.
Well, at first you guys were like back and forth, but
nah, dude, I've been killing it, man.
Well, Abel doesn't do anything.
What do you mean?
Run.
I fucking work in the morning and then I fucking go and run in the afternoon. Oh, bitch, you're the same way.
What do you mean?
I only built a fucking golf course in the backyard.
You didn't have to build a golf course.
Dude,
if
like,
you build it, they will come.
6 miles.
I've become fucking Tim Allen at the house during this quarantine.
yeah, you fucking blow shit up.
I've gotten electrocuted 3 times.
Yeah.
Dude, I've become the most handiest person when I was never a handy person.
Okay,
See, that's what I was talking about, like the coronavirus, like not like as far as like shopping or whatever, but like this has impacted your life, right? And like now you've learned a skill, right?
Well,
you
now,
know how to do stuff.
Now
that
my
you didn't do
girlfriend
before.
thinks I know how to do shit. She's gonna keep fucking giving me shit to do.
You fucked yourself up right there. But
dude, I have a list that I can't even catch up on.
But it's like out of necessity, you had to learn how to do it, and you know how to do it.
Yeah, Peter's like fucking Vista College. He's like, hey, come in and enroll. And
I'm gonna create my own college. Come and I'll teach you how to build shit.
I'll let you work around my house for free.
Wanna do the grass? It's okay. Landscaping school. Fucking
Landscaping school.
But as Anthony says, for liability reasons, you do it at your house.
You do it at your house. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why we changed our accent to like some fucking dirty Italian. You gotta do.
We always do that. Like it's either Italian, Russian, or whatever.
The fucking
It's
Borat
like,
accent.
we always go like, man, I feel like Mexican food. Hey, come eat some tacos. Tacos are great.
It's the same voice.
Does he match up?
Fuck, dude. Like I've been running like a Kenyan. I am a Kenyan. I run a lot.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh.
I don't even know anymore. But yeah, it's been crazy going back to. I installed a light fixture.
Going back to Corona.
I've made bookcases. I've made organizers.
I got a bookcase, but I don't read.
I assembled a grill. It was like fucking more tedious than doing goddamn Legos.
Yeah.
I don't even help my kids with Legos because I fucking hate doing shit like that.
You're like, instructions? Fuck that. All right.
Who needs instructions? Fucking burner, you turn it on, it's fucking the flames are outside.
Dude, I still do that. I'm like, instead of looking at the directions, I'm just looking at the picture on the box. Does it look like what I did? Yeah, that's about right.
Dude, I replaced a breaker.
Oh shit.
And I've never like electrical work
I
scares
hate
me.
electrical. Yeah,
I'm like, I swear I had Yvonne stand next to me. I'm like, hey, if I fucking
get 911 ready.
I have 911 ready. If I fucking put this screwdriver and it fucking shocks me, you better fucking call right away.
He's like, if I get electrocuted, just don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Get away from me.
Oh, dude. Because like the instructions scare you.
Yeah.
They're like, you need rubber gloves, a fucking insulated screwdriver, fucking goggles, a fucking hearing protection. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Am I working on a jet?
Am I going to war?
It's like,
fucking, you're all building
bulletproof vest. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm all there like I'm fucking in the Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
Which wire is it, the blue or the red? Fuck.
Yeah, I hate electrical. I work on shit all the time, and electrical is one thing I don't like fucking.
Peter looks like the guy from Home Alone. Fucking.
But yeah, dude. And then I haven't
yeah, dude.
Well, I haven't shaved. I didn't cut my hair. My hair's like down to.
Bitch, you look cleaner right now than you do.
Well, I tuck it under my.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about your beard. It looks like...
yeah, no, I bought a trimmer.
Oh, okay.
Pubes and all.
Whoa.
Just gotta swap it.
You're like, which one?
I have different attachments. Do I want the runway?
It's like, shit, I did my balls first. Damn it.
He's like, fuck, I already used the number 2 on my balls. But fuck, when I put the number 2 on my face, it looks pretty good. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
I won't get corona.
Just put some hand sanitizer on it. You're all right.
You put hand sanitizer for anything now?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He just runs it like with fucking, like he gets his beer and throws it on top. He's like wiping it.
Well, like
and then he drinks his beer.
Like a couple of weeks ago, I got like a little sty in my eye, you know, like like the little bumping around.
Yeah.
And I'm all there with hand sanitizer. Kill the bacteria in there.
Dude, I had a fucking eyelash in my eye for maybe 2 days because I didn't want to fish it. I didn't want to fish it out, and I was like,
shit.
And I kept on. They're so full of shit when they're like blink and it'll come out, and I was like there in the mirror like
an idiot, fucking blinking,
fucking blinking. It never came out.
You look like one of those broken dolls. You're just blinking one eye all the time.
Dude, it was fucking bullshit. But
fucking Charlie.
Have you been watching the UFC fights?
I saw the fight night. I saw the end. Like Alistair Overeem fight, but I didn't watch like the whole card. I just kind of saw bits and pieces because I was working.
Dude, I've become, and I mean, not that I've hated UFC, but I was never a huge fan. I've always liked watching combatives, but recently I've become the biggest UFC fan. And I kind of like Anthony and I were talking about this earlier, that they're fighting in Jacksonville in an empty arena. Mm-hmm. And I kind of like it, dude. Like, I like the whole...
You get to hear the strikes and shit.
Dude, it sounds like hitting meat fucking...
With a baseball bat.
Yeah, and then you hear the coaching, which is something different. Like you hear, I just called you, and then you hear the fighters talking to each other. They're like, "Come on, come on."
Yeah, you can hear all the instructions.
Yeah, and it's interesting, but I feel like I don't think as a fan you're getting robbed because I could give two shits if there's fans in the arena or not. I think as a fighter you're getting robbed because you want to showcase yourself in front of people. You feed off but you've been in a fight, right?
Yeah.
When people are like, like I've been in
but you have
fights.
your coaches there. You have your coaches there.
Yeah,
and to be honest, like your coaches, when you hear them, attaboy.
Yeah.
Like that, you feed off of that, dude.
But you can't tell me you don't feed off the crowd.
You do feed off the crowd.
Being in sports all our lives, when like, the crowd goes crazy when you make a fucking badass play, you're like,
right now.
But when I see like the UFC fights and shit, there's a lot of people still ringside. And you know what? You can see their reaction and you could hear their reaction as well.
Well, UFC is doing this one thing, kind of like what we're doing, where the commentators aren't sitting together. They're literally on all sides of the octagon.
Yeah.
And they have an individual camera, kind of like we do. So you're getting the reaction straight up from each person.
Yeah.
And they kind of go in their own world because they're not talking... side by side, so they're like, it's kind of like, funny.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of people that are in attendance, even though they're not like the so-called crowd. They're like people from the commission and all that shit. They're just sitting around and they're reacting to the fight. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember the old Ultimate Fighting show, the Tough Enough, or what was it?
Yeah, tough.
Tough enough. Yeah.
It was just tough.
It was
the
Ultimate Fighter. Tough was the WWE one.
Yeah.
But the Ultimate Fighter, fucking, they would fight like in a little ass gym, and those were fights to get to like the finale and stuff. And those guys, they're like the ones that are cheering them on are the ones that are like training with them. You know, so it kind of brings them back to like that small town show. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you are in the UFC, and you know what? You do know people are going to be tuning in. Like Anthony and I talked about, like, there's a lot of eyeballs watching, and the reason, like, there's nothing else on, you know?
Well, yeah.
There's nothing else to watch. And like this past weekend, to change over to another sport, NASCAR was racing this weekend, okay? And NASCAR had 6 million people tune in. That's one of the biggest numbers in 3 years, I think, that they've gotten in NASCAR. So people really, really want sports, and they're
looking for anything.
They're looking for anything. They'll watch German soccer. They'll watch fucking NASCAR. Well,
these are the same fucking people that were watching people on YouTube fucking do marble races.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Pat just called me.
What did he say?
He said he's down. You want to take a little break real quick and we'll get him on?
All right.
And then we'll continue on the same. That we can get his opinion on the UFC too. Because I want to continue on that. I had some stuff I want to talk about on that.
Yeah, for sure, man. So we're going to take a break. We're going to take a timeout. Peter's going to get some more beers into his system. Maybe he'll open up just a little bit. Who knows? We're going to take a break. We're going to get Pat on. This is The Middle's Open. All right, guys, we're back here in Anthony's backyard, like we've been saying all show, and it's a great spot. I love it. The sun's starting to go down, but you know what? We got something very, very special for you. We kind of talked about how Pat's not here with us. Where is he? Well, he's in Idaho. He's not making potatoes, but he's actually playing some golf, some really good golf, because he's going to be that PGA pro. And let's bring him in, folks. Here he is. Pat.
What's up, buddy? How you guys doing?
What's going on, dude?
Damn, it's like a ghost.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you guys in forever. Guess what?
What?
I'm having a baby.
Oh, you're having a baby?
Fuck. That is the announcement of the century. Pat is having a baby. His penis does work, folks. His penis does work.
It totally worked.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
When are you due?
I'm not due. My girlfriend is due my birthday, actually. So that's kind of cool.
Your birthday?
Oh,
Damn.
shit. So long for your birthday being
Happy
celebrated.
birthday.
It's okay. I'm happy.
Yeah, that is good, man.
He's like, I'm happy. And then like 4 years later, he's like, I never get a birthday party. I never get a birthday party.
What day is that? November 27th?
Hey, Anthony's all trying to play it off.
24?
So what day is that for the fans out there?
Yeah.
It's the 23rd.
23rd.
Damn, Anthony.
That's right. I remember.
So shit. You already know what you're having?
Yeah, it's a baby girl.
Baby girl.
Yeah, you're gonna have
The first girl?
Her Mia Victoria. So
Ooh,
her name's gonna be
Mia.
Victoria?
Mia Victoria.
Oh, Mia
Victoria. Nice. That's a good name, Pat. Congratulations, man.
much. I appreciate you, fellas.
Damn, I still see Pat as like a little kid, so it's kind of fucking weird.
You know what's so funny, right? Is like I was going through the memory cards on the cameras, right? Because I was gonna clear all of them so we could start fresh. And the last episode that was recorded on these cameras was episode, I believe, 28. And that was the last time we were all together in the studio. And if you remember, Abel in the very beginning was saying, talking about somebody was having a baby, and at the very end he's like, "Pat having a baby?" And I just heard that a little while ago. I was like, "Damn, man!"
So you already knew, huh, Pat?
No, I
jinxed you, bro.
No, I knew at that moment already.
Oh, you did?
Oh, shit!
So you held out on us.
Oh,
damn!
I didn't want to break news there.
I'm slightly offended now.
Don't be offended.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, man. So Abel, you were spot on, dude.
Yeah, I knew it. I've been calling it.
He was like, Pat? And I was like, no.
He's like, how'd you know? Who told
In
me?
reality, it was yes.
Right
Fuck
on,
yeah,
man.
man.
Damn, Abel's psychic.
Yeah.
I am.
Hey, so we're talking about having a
So
psychic.
when does this corona end? Well, let me tell you guys.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't.
Anyways, so when do you come back, Pat?
April, August 22nd.
August 22nd.
August 22nd, Pat will be coming back. So
Time for preseason football, I believe.
we hope.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, that's cool, Pat. So, like we were saying, Pat's in Idaho. He's over there for that summer internship, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, what exactly does a summer intern do in Idaho?
Right now, I'm just like a caddy. Pretty much pick up people's bags, put them on the cart, give them their carts. It's all about sanitation right now, so sanitize every single cart pretty much. Today it rained a lot, so we kind of just did nothing.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's different times.
Yeah.
So has the game of golf changed with all these new standards, I guess you could say, as far as sanitation?
I guess in the clubhouse, yeah, it has like you can't really touch or like talk to people very much.
You can't touch balls just randomly, right?
Can't touch anybody's balls, man.
No more sharing balls.
Fuck.
No.
Hey, Pat. So you're basically like a caddy, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Have you been giving a lot of pointers to these guys, and is it weird not knowing their game? And how do you advise them when you really don't know their game?
I learned all of their names. What are you talking about?
No. But like, how do you advise them? Like, if you're like, because you're kind of coaching them, wouldn't you say?
No, I'm still a youngster. Everyone I'm hanging with is like already like PGA professionals.
Oh shit. So you're the one that they're coaching.
I'm the youngster right here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's because like you were always top dog here in El Paso. I was just saying.
I'm still a top dog out here. I came out here and
Top dog.
Hell yeah, man.
I played the first day I got here and I shot one over, so it's not too bad, I would say.
Oh, fuck,
Making
Pat.
a statement, planting
Hell
his
yeah.
flag there.
Hell yeah.
Nice, Pat.
And how's the golf course over there?
It's fantastic. Tell them how good this golf course is. Yeah, that's cool, everybody. He's fantastic.
What's up?
We also have Garrett.
Welcome to the show.
Say what's up. There you go.
Damn.
Oh man, damn. That sound like a country boy over there.
Boy, right there.
So where are you staying at, Pat? Like, are you?
Right now, I'm
What's
at
your
the
housing
place.
like?
My housing is I room with Jacob House from El Paso, Texas.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I got somebody from home, and I also got Garrett. Garrett is from California.
Cool.
Lived in for a little bit. Las Cruces, shout out Aggies. Everyone here is Aggie alumni, so I'm still kind of home, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Aggie up, baby. And I'm also living with Jack. Jack is like a 77-year-old man that but he works at the golf course.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
So what's the preferred beer up there in Idaho?
Dude, right now I'm sipping a Sammy Adams Boston Lager.
Damn. Classy bitches.
Wow.
Well, that's me. I bought this.
You moved up from the Bud Light, huh?
Pat's buying beer now? What the fuck?
We're actually drinking some Bud Light limes, Pat.
There you go. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. We got some.
IPAs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what they.
We got some mugs made. I got one for you.
Oh shit.
But
have to hold it from-
you'll see it. You'll see it on the YouTube
It
channel.
holds like 3 beers, dude.
But yeah, we've each had one of these. Yeah. So
All right. So
I got yours though stashed.
Tight. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony.
I got a bone to pick with Pat. So Pat, you took
This is
my you took my shirt, man.
Oh no, I have your shirt. It's on my house. Go pick it up.
Oh no, well, like I wanted it before you went to Idaho. I don't want to show up at your house.
He wanted an excuse to see you, Pat.
I did.
Well, it's fucking dope. It's gonna be outside. I left it outside.
Holy shit!
still there.
It's in my driveway.
Before I left it outside.
It's still the mailbox.
It's soaking up that oil spot.
No, man. No, I really did want an excuse to go and see you. I even took up the game of golf thinking like, hey man, maybe Pat and I can go
Be besties.
we can go hit some balls and shit. And then Pat was like, nuh-uh, I'm going to Idaho.
You know what's crazy is like they say a baby changes your life, and it totally did.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, wait till the baby comes out.
Yeah.
It really
You
changes
still
your
got
life.
you still got more changing to go.
Right now, you're just in the waiting room, dude.
I'm struggling in the waiting room right now.
Nah, that's good. That's good, dude.
I miss her so much, and it's like, god damn it.
Yeah. Were you
Well, now you got to go get your PGA card.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got to make it count now, right?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And also, I need to be in your entourage.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Middle's Open's always gonna be here.
So when was the I was trying to think about this. When was the last time we were all together? Was it the last episode, right?
The last
It
episode.
was right after the Andrew's baby shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, yeah. And at Andrew's baby shower, we're shooting darts at each other.
Yeah.
No, we're shooting Nerf guns.
Yeah. Well, they were darts. I mean,
Nerf darts. Yeah, but yeah. But damn, that's crazy. So just for the listeners, we really haven't really spoken too much since then. We did that one podcast.
That was digital.
Yeah, through the Zoom or whatever.
Hey Pat, why did you just skip out on us though? Like you didn't tell us to see you off, and was it because you were gonna cry and you just didn't want to see tears?
Dude, I'm a big crier. You guys don't know this. I'm a big crier. I cried.
Can you shed a tear right now?
I am. You don't hear it in my voice?
Yeah,
I do.
Can we like zoom you right now just so we could see you like crying?
Take a picture.
send us a picture.
Yeah, send us a snap or a fucking.
Your Jordan Crank meme.
I'll send you the Michael Jordan one.
We'll Photoshop that on you.
Hey Pat, so I'm thinking of doing a summer calendar for the podcast, and so you got to give us a sexy bathing suit picture of yourself.
Okay, give me like 2 weeks and I got you.
Give me 2 weeks.
2 weeks with your driver in the middle and your 2 golf balls.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm running to work every day, so
Laying on the green.
Yeah, just put that flag stick over.
A flag stick between your buns.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on, Pat. You know you miss us.
All right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pat, how's that body look right now? Does it look like Rory or does it look like Bubba?
It's a Rory right now.
Oh
Damn.
shit!
You know when
Rory.
when you're having a baby, you put on like 30 pounds. Sympathy weight. They call it sympathy weight.
Yeah.
Well, that's my whole thing right now. It's like I want to get in like such great shape for this summer. Like that's my goal.
Yeah, I wanted to do that too. It didn't work.
Well,
I still haven't shed my sympathy weight. My fucking son just turned 13.
It's still packing in pounds.
well, I gotta be a PGA pro. So I gotta stay in shape, I guess.
Yeah.
You're a golfing pro. Come on. I've seen some of those golfers.
You need to get on this running.
You could always be the John Daly of PGA pros.
Nah.
Yeah, you got to get on this running app that Peter.
Oh,
and
yeah. You got to run with us, dude.
Yeah.
Probably fuck you guys up in that shit. Too.
Fuck no, dude.
Talking shit from Idaho.
April runs at 10K one time. You post it like, okay.
Well,
That's cute.
I don't have to post it.
Where are you at in Idaho?
Dude, Pat, I ran 7 miles, bro.
That's the 10K, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a 10K.
Pat, I ran 3 miles and I was asleep and naked.
I ran 3 miles while sleeping.
What was I saying? I'm in Haley.
You what?
God damn. I'm in Haley. It's called Haley, Idaho.
Haley, Idaho.
Haley, you need an inhaler?
Wow, that sounds like a tiny ass town.
Haley, Idaho.
Yeah, population 7,000.
Can I send you a care package?
You can.
What? How long are you gonna be there? August?
August 20.
August
If
22nd.
my math's correct, that's a couple of months, right?
Yeah, 3 months, right?
It's like
Well, 2 and 3 weeks.
Well, my
7
math
days.
is not there, so math isn't my strong suit.
Yeah. So how are you liking it? You enjoying yourself?
the place is dope. I love everything. People here are awesome to work with. I just hate that I'm not with my lady. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a crazy time, man. Like even Andrew, like he can't even go to the appointments anymore.
Yeah, like she has to
can't-
FaceTime.
She goes by herself.
Yeah, she has to go by herself. They won't even let you. And I'm like thinking about like, man, that's so crazy. Like I like when I had Lucas, like I couldn't imagine not being able to go and do the ultrasound and all that shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool, but
Yeah.
nowadays you can't even.
Gender reveal before I left. Like that shit was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Hey, so pointers, when you get back, you rub the feet no matter what.
Yeah,
Rub the feet.
always rub the feet. Rub whatever
Okay, rub the shoulders. And pull back the hair, like run your fingers through the hair.
Are we talking about rubbing or are we talking about sex?
No, I'm saying rubbing. God, yeah.
Whoa.
I'm just telling you those 3 things: running your fingers through the hair, rubbing shoulders, and rubbing feet.
And ice cream.
And then whatever the fuck craving she has, you fucking get. Don't ask. Just if it's fucking banana dipped in fucking mayonnaise,
Avocado.
and fried with fucking onions, you fucking do it.
I'm gonna do whatever she wants.
Exactly.
There
You're in the shit now. Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. Yeah, exactly.
But I'm happy for you, man. For real.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
So Pat, we were talking about sports and UFC. That's kind of where we left off when we went to the break right before we got you on. I kind of want to get your opinion on. Have you watched any UFC at all or any kind of sports?
Dude, I've been isolated the entire fucking time.
So you haven't seen any of them?
I think I watched like the highlights of the UFC, like the last one with fucking, what was it, Dominic Cruz and whatever his name was.
Dominic Cruz is a bitch.
And fucking, what's his name? Henry Cejudo or something like that.
Yeah, Cejudo or whatever.
Yeah.
And then fucking Tony Ferguson. That's like the last thing I saw.
Hey, but they've been good though. What do you think about the empty arenas?
Yeah, that's weird.
I thought it was dope. I mean, it's cool to see, like, it's cool to actually hear, like, the punches landing.
Yeah, I mean, you realize how hard they hit. And not just that, but like when they take it to the ground, you hear them like wheezing and shit. They're like, like normally it just looks like they're just rolling around and trying to catch their breath. Kind of boring. But I think the ground game you see how much they struggle, how hard they're breathing. And then you hear the coaching that's going along, and you could hear the coaching like, "Oh, get his leg, watch his leg," or whatever the fuck they're yelling. So it kind of puts it more in perspective.
Yeah.
You guys watched the Ricky Fowler versus Dustin Johnson or Roy McIlroy and Matthew Wolf?
I heard about it. Who won? Was it DJ?
Yeah, it was Rory and DJ.
Oh, okay. So it was DJ, Rory, Ricky, and who else?
Matthew Wolf.
Oh yeah, nobody knows who that is.
He's the shit. What are you talking about?
No, man. So,
man.
I was gonna ask you, who's gonna take the Tiger and Phil one?
Tiger Woods. What are you thinking about? That's my guy.
Well, who's gonna be paired up with Tiger though? Because isn't Peyton and fucking Brady gonna be on that shit?
Peyton's with Tiger, isn't he?
Is Peyton with Tiger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How is the game of Peyton and Brady?
I would say Brady's like a 2 handicap. I would say.
Oh shit!
Damn, so he's handsome and good at golf.
Wow.
Handsome, good at golf, and like 6-time Super Bowl champion. He's really good.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Peyton Manning looks like a fucking dolphin with that big ass head.
Fucking, what are they? Bottlenose dolphins?
Yeah.
Fucked up. That's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
If he was a dinosaur, he'd be the one with the fucking bones all over.
He's like a Snowflake from Ace Ventura.
Yeah, shit. Him and Dan Marino came out.
Dan Marino, yeah. Wow.
Ray Finkel.
Yeah, I thought it was cool without the people in the stands. I think it brought a different level to UFC, a more intimate kind of like close up. I did hear like Joe Rogan and stuff talking about his experience on it and stuff, and he was asking about, like sometimes the fighters build off the crowd though. There's sometimes where the crowd gets into it and the fighter kind of gets amped up because of it, and it kind of.
But see, I kind of think of it in another way, because there has been times when Joe Rogan has talked about this on his own podcast, and he said sometimes a fighter can lose his concentration and the game plan because of the crowd, because they get into this slugfest and then they're like, fuck man, I'm in this, and then they get off the game plan when they should have been, fucking trying to take a guy down. They tend to stand longer than what they should or whatever.
See, I don't know about that though. Okay,
I mean it's happened plenty of times.
Look. This is. Look. I've never fought in a fucking arena, but I fought when people are around, and the last thing I'm hearing is anyone around me.
That's exactly
like really, you don't hear anyone until you take a step back. And you're fucking in the corner, or like you're talking to someone.
You get tunnel vision, kind of.
Yeah, because your adrenaline literally takes over.
But it was earlier that you said you kind of feed off of the crowd.
Yes, during those breaks, during the when you step off and you fucking hear everyone roar. And I was even saying it could kind of demoralize you too, because if you're the favorite, like McGregor fights anyone, and any punch he throws, people are like, oh, even if it doesn't land or anything, or he throws a fucking kick, then you're like, okay, well, I'm fucking losing in the cards now. Yeah. Like, if he's not landing you or hurting you.
Well, that's why I kind of said, like, in fighting. Like me personally, I think it could benefit the fighter, like not having the crowd there, because they can hear that instruction from their trainers and their coaches and things like that. So, I mean, it kind of reminds me, and I'm sure Pat has been to a few of these, but like when you go to the grappling tournaments are pretty quiet, right, Pat?
For the most part. So
I mean, like, because they're right there. Like, when you go to a grappling tournament, it's not like you're in an arena or something like that. It does get loud at times. But
and there's usually multiple going on.
Yeah. But for the most part, you can hear your coaches. They'll say, like, step over. You can hear everything that they're telling you. And sometimes when they're fighting, like in the UFC, especially when they're fighting, they're in these arenas where, you sometimes can't hear your coaching, you can't hear your trainers telling you, hey, you need to do this, hey, blah, 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 whatever. Sometimes they don't even hear when the bell rings and shit.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the situation, right? Because if you're an underdog in the fight, right, and then the crowd kind of churns and starts going for the underdog, that kind of gives you like, you know what, I can fucking do this. I can beat this fucking favorite or whatever. Yeah. And I mean, that's not all the time, but I mean, there are instances where, you know, you'll see an underdog kind of win the crowd over, and then you're kind of like, you know what, fuck yeah, I'm going for that guy because, you know, he's fucking, you know.
It's kind of like Rocky when he fights in Russia.
Exactly.
And then at the end, he's like, if I could win.
If I could change.
Or if I could change. Then you could change. We all could change.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Hey, so what other sport would you want to see, you know, kind of step up and start playing?
Yeah, when does golf come back?
Like, what's the next sport? Or handball. Logically, and what you want, I guess.
Handball.
Fucking Pat.
What's the one where they curling?
Curling
in the summer.
No, you know my answer. My answer is football, dude. I'm all football. I don't watch.
Yeah, but there's no football right now anyway.
I know, but like it's getting to that point where it's almost football.
What about this, Anthony? What about if they were to tell you football will guarantee? I guarantee football will come back.
Nobody cares.
In November. But no other sport comes back. Except football will come back in November, but no other sport comes back until 2021. But football will be the first one to come back in November. Would you take that?
What would be the other option? Like all the sports come back and no football at all?
Or back before football?
No. Like just the guarantee of having football for sure in November. Right now, there's a possibility of like golf coming back. There's a possibility of baseball coming back.
I don't watch them.
Basketball.
So like
those are all like the summer sports that could come back this summer. You know, there is that potential there. But if they were to say nothing's going to come back until November, football will come back in November, and you're going to guarantee to have a full season. Would you take that?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Peter?
No, dude. Logically, baseball
I want
should start now.
Whatever's going to play.
In my opinion,
now.
Baseball could start right now.
Yeah. So, okay, let's go around. Pat, what sport do you want back? As soon as...
What? Horse racing?
Pat, you're like breaking up, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, so what sport would you want to come back, Pat?
Darts.
Darts.
All right. Fucking Pat's all fucked up in Idaho.
He's like not even golf.
Him and his Samuel Adams.
I know.
Samuel Adams.
He's already had 3, so he's done for the day.
So sorry. No, it'd be football.
But there's no football right now. Like, logically, it's got to be baseball right now.
So you wouldn't want to see your Red Sox?
I'm going to see my Red Sox.
Well, if I was a Red Sox fan, I wouldn't want to see them either.
Oh.
Fuck that. Your team has won the fucking World Series. Get the fuck out of here.
I remember my team won the World Series.
And then, Peter, so you're talking about baseball, right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Baseball, you want?
Yeah. Even if it's in empty fucking stadiums and they fucking just put it on TV.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right.
Fucking Andy Johnson on the mound. Let's go.
Randy Johnson. No, but fucking
senior league or what?
I mean, yeah. I would take either basketball or baseball. Like the only thing with basketball, it's gonna end soon. Like they're talking about maybe they'll come back and then a couple of weeks and then they'll go straight into the playoffs.
So I saw something that I don't know if it was baseball. I think it was baseball that they would have more teams in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, 7.
Oh, it's like 18 of them.
Yeah, it would be like 18 teams make the playoffs.
No. It would be 7 and 7, so it would be 14 teams.
No, I saw more.
Really?
Yeah.
That many?
It was a lot.
Oh, wow.
And I was like...
that's kind of dumb.
But it's making it like a tournament style.
Yeah.
So I'm all for that too. I don't know if there'd be full series, but...
Everybody be quiet.
You know what would be crazy if they did like...
He said, everybody be quiet.
All right. Go, Pat.
All right. I just want to say happy birthday to Amber because nobody has said a happy birthday to Amber.
No, we did earlier.
Yeah, we said happy birthday to her face.
Oh shit! Well, I'm sorry, Amber. If you listen to this right now, Amber, I'm so very sorry. Happy birthday.
Remember, you ditched us for Idaho.
Shut up, man.
I'm kidding.
But I'm very stressed because I have to leave because I'm at my boss's house about to eat burgers.
All right.
Oh, all right. Good. Well, hey, you know what? You beef up. So when you come, or when we do decide to do the calendar, you look pretty good.
Yeah, I'll be slagged out.
Hell yeah, man. All right.
Well, I'm happy for you, Pat. You be careful up there and fucking make us proud out there.
Dude, I love all of you guys. Thank you very much for being in my life. Can't wait for my baby girl to be born. Can't wait to see you fellas again in person. And thank you very much for having me on the Nose Up.
Hell yeah.
Pat, I'm still sour that you didn't come hit golf balls with me.
Dude, when I come back, I'm going to be hitting phenomenal golf balls, and I'll teach you everything.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Pat.
Love you.
Take care, man.
Love you.
Anthony, I love you.
Love you.
Anthony went to pee.
Oh, well, Anthony, I love you.
Love you.
He loves you.
All right, peace.
Later.
All right, so Anthony went to the restroom because he couldn't bear to talk to Pat anymore. He was getting kind of annoyed. So, Peter, you were talking about like the sport that you would want to come back is baseball.
No, I mean, want to, and I think it's logically the easiest to come back to.
I mean, they're already doing it in South Korea.
Yeah, but I don't watch South Korea.
No. I'm just saying, like, I've seen like little bits and pieces, like the way they have like the umpires with their mask and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm not opposed to the players wearing masks.
Like,
but I feel like they're gonna get tested anyways. Like the fighters in UFC, they're all tested.
I think one of the things they have to do. One of the things they have to do is kind of do it like softball. After every inning ends, they just use that same ball. You know, the pitcher holds the ball. You know what I'm talking about? And they only
use 3 bats?
Yeah, no. Like, everyone has their own bat. Like, but I'm saying, like, as far as the balls, like, the pitcher keeps the ball. That way, like, because you know how pitchers tend to, like, go, like, I need another one. Give me this one. And before you know it, the umpires touched all the fucking balls. You're trying to, like, minimize everything. So the game is going to change a little bit, but they were also talking about, like, can you hold a runner on? You know, like, could he potentially steal a base? Could he take a lead? Because you want to implement that 6-foot rule. But I'm like, dude.
But either way, couldn't they just test all the players, and if they're all negative, then I mean they really don't have to worry about anything.
This is what I.
But then they go home and all. It's like you just
before every game. Well, no, just before every game they have to retake the test.
This is the thing that kind of pisses me off. Look, everything's still going on in the world. Like, we just talked for a good 30 to 45 minutes. We have kids, 16-year-old kids that have a job at McDonald's that are going into work
and being more at risk
making food, doing all this stuff. We have people working at the grocery stores. We have people working at as mechanics and stuff like that. Things are moving, yet these athletes aren't working. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, you know?
Yeah, and that's why I said it's backwards in certain things are fucking ass backwards.
It's crazy because there was one pitcher, I think from the Rays, he said, like, he doesn't want to go back because he's like, oh, well, they're taking 50% of my pay because we're only going to be playing half of this season. Then they're taking another 30%. Then they're going to tax it and all this shit. And he's like, before you know it, like, you're only getting paid this much.
Don't play.
Yeah, and it's like, but what I'm saying is, like, there's so many people right now that are working, and if they were to contract the virus through working at a supermarket or at a fast food chain,
the place isn't gonna cover their fucking expenses.
Exactly. So the thing is, like, the players have the players union, you know, like, you have the NFLPA, you have the different unions for each organization.
But not only that, it's like,
that's the thing that's holding them back. not necessarily the fucking, like, the NBA is not holding them back. The NBA Players Association is what's holding them back, you know?
But then again, it's a different career, right? Like, you go into the NBA, the MLB, NFL, whatever, knowing that, hey, I could get a fucking spine injury and I'm done forever. Yeah. Like, you don't expect that working at a fucking grocery store, you're going to fucking die, you know what I mean, from getting a virus. Like, these players, they have something in their head that they know the danger, just playing the game in general, not even including the virus.
Nah, dude.
There's a blue moon in there.
But the thing is, yeah, I'll take that. The thing is, what these players, they can get an injury, like you're saying, right? But that's all part of the game. It has nothing to do with COVID-19. It has nothing to do with Corona. Like, yeah, that's something that already comes with.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's worse, though, because you get a career-ending injury, you're done. Yeah, you ain't making no more money in that profession again.
But that's...
You get Corona, you get sick. The worst, I mean, okay, yeah, you do die or whatever, right? But most of these athletes are fucking healthy. They have strict diet regimen, exercise.
But... So why wouldn't they go back to work?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the worst case is they get sick, right? Or okay, let's say worst case scenario, they die. But that's such a little percentage, right? I mean, you could work the same numbers just playing the sport you're playing. Yeah. Right? You get smacked by a ball in the head, side of the head, you know, you're 100-mile-an-hour ball. I mean, you're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, like, dude, the risk.
I would just say in that profession, you already have a mentality of the risk just associated with the sport. What's one more little thing that, like I said, even if they tested everybody, you at least know, okay, I know all the players on the field, they're all good, right? Mm-hmm. Baseball would be hard because you have so many games. Same with basketball, right? There's so many games. There's so much that could happen. Maybe they catch it in one city and the next city, you know, it doesn't come up in the test until...
But see, they've already talked about like just doing it at one location and then having everyone stay at like a hotel.
Like a designated
area. Like they've talked about doing it at the Disney Studios in Florida and stuff, where they can fucking build it. Like, as far as the NBA, they can build a fucking little court and shit. Like, I mean,
basketball, yeah,
they can do it anywhere.
Right.
They have that one location and they just do the games. They can easily clean that stuff up. They can. But they were talking about like how players don't want to be away from their families. It's like, what? Dude, they're getting paid fucking millions of dollars. Some, yes, hundreds of thousands of dollars because of the player minimum and shit. Yeah. But dude, they're getting paid to play and they won't even be away from their families. It's like, motherfucker, you don't even take care of your family to begin with. Like, what the fuck? You don't want to be
for like, how much money these people are making? They could hire their own father and just be like, hey, you be the dad, bro. Father. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, come on,
you do my work, just don't fuck my wife. But
that's
it's
my
like,
job.
No, but it's like, dude, they're just using that as an excuse. Like, oh, I don't want to be away from my family. It's like, dude, there's so many jobs out there like that people are away from their families, you know? And even like there are already athletes that, like, for example, there's some that play for Arizona, the Arizona Diamondbacks or whatever, right? In baseball. And they don't even want their families like living in Arizona. They have them living in Florida or they have them living in California. So like during the baseball season, they're away from their families to begin with. Yeah. It's all bullshit, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's like just going back to Joe Rogan. I watched his episode where he was talking about the UFC, and he was like, everybody was tested. Everybody, literally, the people that worked in the hotel that they were staying at, everybody was tested there.
Yeah.
I mean, the road crew, everybody that moved equipment, everybody that worked everybody was tested.
That's one thing I will say about Dana White. I'm not a fan of his at all. I really don't like Dana White.
Well, he had to cross his T's and dot his I's for this, right? Because he was going to be hold.
Yeah, because if anything popped up, it fucking...
But that is one thing with Dana White. He's put his money where his mouth is. He's been fucking paying... He's been paying for all that shit to get all of his fighters tested. All the staff that's working on building the facilities and stuff, they're all being tested. They're all wearing masks to the point that even one of his fighters, the day of the weigh-in, he had tested positive for corona, and he had to scratch him.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but he had to scratch him, and then he just went on with the show. Everyone else came out clean and stuff. But see, Dana White has really put out the blueprint for other organizations, not so much the nation, because there was an article saying like, hey, maybe Dana White has the blueprint for how businesses could open up. No, let's not go that far. But I'm saying as far as like other organizations around the United States, like the NBA, MLB, Dana White has really like, he's done it, dude. He's done it.
Yeah, and I guess it goes from sport to sport, right? I think NFL would probably be the hardest, right? Because they got the most people associated, right? You got grounds crew, you got the chain, but the fucking referees, the camera crew, I mean, there's a lot of people on the sidelines, like a lot.
But I will say this: the difference between the NBA and the UFC is the union, the Players Association, like. The people that are representing the players in the MLB, the NFL, the NBA, even the MLS, it's a lot stronger than people representing the fighters, because there is no one representing the fighters as far as the UFC. You know?
Yeah.
They're getting fucked. Yeah. They're getting fucked. They have to fight because they make so little compared to the other athletes in the United States.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just want shit to start kicking off again because I'm losing my mind and getting tired of being electrocuted. But I don't know. I we'll see. Hopefully we could get back to regular shows as well and fucking get into our studio.
Yeah.
And look back at this and fucking laugh.
How many times have you gone into that studio, Anthony?
Probably 3 times. 3 times since all this shit happened.
And how is it? Like, are you like, fuck, man, this sucks?
Yeah, it does kind of suck, man. It's like, yeah, it's just like I go in there and I'm like, fuck, this sucks. Like,
well, we got to get back on a normal schedule.
I mean, I think this works pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, and it didn't take me very long to set up. Honestly, I want to get some longer cables just so shit's not like strung out. But yeah, I mean, I the setup was pretty easy for me. Like, I don't know if you guys like it. I mean, I think this is something we could continue.
I like it. But one thing I want to see is like people that listen to the podcast, including Pat, like since Pat wasn't here and every other person out there, I want to see what they're doing. Like I'm really curious because we're all kind of in our own world doing our own thing. And I really want to see what other people are doing. So I challenge everyone to like hit us up, send us pictures, videos, fucking comments on whatever the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
definitely.
then not just that, but I've realized I've been drinking like almost every night, but I get a bottle of wild turkey. I drink my cup of wild turkey and go to bed.
Nice.
Like that's one thing I've been doing. I'm not an alcoholic, but it's just my relaxation because I've been in all day. I spend most of my time in the backyard, but then it's like, I don't know. You guys don't do anything like that?
No, yeah. I mean, I feel like I've been drinking a little bit.
Shit.
Well, yeah, but I feel like I've been drinking a little bit more than I normally do just because of all the shit. Like, what else are you going to do? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can really go anywhere.
But I mean, I challenge everyone out there. You fucking send us your videos, what you're doing, reading books. I've been reading books, and I told Abel this earlier. I'm like, I'm reading books. I'm reading 3 books right now. One's like about astrophysics. One's about war, like why people go to war, and then one's about like injustices in the minority population. So it's like, and they're pretty dense books. So like I could only read a couple of pages, and I'm like, okay, I'm out. Then I jump into it.
Peter's gonna be fucking like a civil rights fucking leader when this is all over.
I'm gonna go fucking pursue my degree to like be a lawyer or something.
I think if this thing was prolonged longer, like as far as quarantine life,
smarter people.
No, like I kind of think about like back in the old days, right? Like you figure like back in the old days, like your fucking mom knew how to make clothes, knew how to fucking cook. I mean, whatever, right? You had to do shit on your own. No, I'm just saying, like back in the day, like if you think back, like history, right? Like
my mom made my clothes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like people knew how to do everything. They cut hair. You know what I mean?
We're going.
And now it's like, now we're kind of going back to that where it's like you have to learn how to do all this shit.
I would have called the electrician normally to go fucking put a light fixture or fucking fix a breaker or some shit. Now I've been doing shit like that.
Exactly. Which like you kind of have to be more self-centered and more focused on how you're gonna do shit, and rather than having to depend on somebody else.
That's why like those people that live out in the boonies and shit, they look like hell, bro. Like you go like to a small town, you're just like passing through when you're on vacation on the road trip.
They're their own dentist, doctor.
Like, you pass through and then their hair's all fucked up and you're like, oh shit, man, I don't even want to take a piss here.
Yeah, well, it's like who's gonna do their hair for them?
Yeah, but I mean.
But I am kind of curious.
I'm a 90-year-old man though. Like fucking, it's fucking 8 o'clock and I'm already tired.
Yeah, you know what? I've been going to bed pretty early nowadays.
I just get lazy.
Dude, I go to bed late as shit.
Really? Still?
Yeah, like, cause I'll go on a run, like at this time.
It's like perfect right now.
Yeah. And then fucking, I'll be like, dude, I'm like wide awake because like whenever you exercise, you get like this little boost.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been like, fuck, now what? So I like sometimes I'll even like work on some stuff at night, but I don't know.
Well, like what Peter was saying, I am kind of curious what everybody else is doing. Maybe we'll do some kind of like giveaway. I got a bunch of TMO shirts still, so maybe we'll work something out where you post something, and if we like it, we'll maybe shoot you out a shirt or something like that.
I'm down
for sure. So, are we gonna make this weekly again?
I'm down. I mean, we could have our check-in with Pat. I want to start doing more stuff like school's ending for me on Friday, and I want to put up like more videos or stuff like that. Like I tell you, I'm working around the house, so I might put little clips of me fucking getting electrocuted or whatever the fuck.
That'll be cool.
And Abel hitting golf balls and building golf courses now. And I think social media, I might be a little bit more active.
I know. Props to Abel. Abel's been still holding down the making posts and stuff on Facebook and stuff.
So all you guys out there.
I'll try.
And to all podcasts out there, and to fucking, hey, what happened to the guest with the fucking
I tried, man. I wrote him a message and he never got back to me.
Story guy.
Like, I mean, I saw that he like read what I sent him, and it was weird because he even added me on like Instagram and shit, but he never responded back. So
I was thinking
I would really like
we kind of talked about getting like Sidekick and all. I kind of want to get it like a Sidekick tarot card reader and fucking do that shit. Are you guys down
to do what?
Like fucking
like to read your fucking fortune.
To read? Well, they could read you. I don't want to be read.
Maybe I'm not really into that, but I would be curious to see what the fuck.
She's like, oh no, oh no.
You're like, what? She's like, I spilled my coffee.
It was nice. It was nice meeting you. Very nice.
Very nice.
I don't know. We'll work on some guests. Make sure they fucking wear a bubble suit and all. But
yeah. Well, right? I think we're as long as we're complying with the
CDC.
Yeah, exactly.
The CDC regulation.
We got another spot right there across from us. So
yeah, fucking.
Maybe we'll work something out.
We could hide them on the other side of the shed. Yeah, we could have them call in from the driveway.
And if you want to fucking join our running.
Yeah, running challenge. Club. Yeah,
definitely.
You could hit up Abel or I or Anthony if he wants to join.
Yeah,
and see
Anthony's like, fuck.
I'm on the couch. The couch marathon,
and see if you could fucking top Abel. And
you wouldn't know.
We still haven't gotten any Twisted Tea challenges.
I know.
Either,
I heard so much big talk from so many people,
and it's not like people don't have much to do. Right
I know
now.
This would be the perfect time for you to get all shit faced because you have plenty of time to recover.
Yeah.
What else? What if there was a digital social tea or a social tea Twisted Tea challenge?
A digital,
like a social, like everyone's fucking zooming from.
We could do a Zoom. We could do like a Zoom challenge, Twisted Tea challenge, like live or something.
I think I'd love to see what anyone has.
Definitely,
and even other podcasts. I challenge you guys to fucking do our fucking our challenges or fucking challenge us on something. We'll see. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, with that, Peter's inspirational challenges, I think we're going to call it a podcast today. This was great, Anthony. Thank you so much for setting up.
Thank you guys.
Setting up here outside in the new TMO Patio studio.
Yeah.
It was actually quite refreshing.
It was pretty nice out right now.
Yeah, I was a little hesitant because we were coming out and I was like, dude, it's 100 degrees outside, Anthony.
Yeah.
But
I picked the perfect time. I did some research. I was like, right around this time would be perfect.
No, but it was nice. The day was good. We're in the shade. It just, dude, this backyard looks tremendous. You got plants everywhere. I feel like I'm in like, what is it? What are they called? Botanical gardens and shit. I was expecting I was expecting some butterflies to be passing by and shit. Some fucking murder hornets or whatever.
Some murder hornets.
But yeah, man, it's really nice. I enjoyed this. It was nice to get back on the mic and just do a show. Just do something that we really enjoy. But I want to thank Peter, Anthony. You obviously put this together. It's been awesome. So maybe next week we do this once more.
Definitely.
All right, guys. This was The Middle is Open.
Trying to do a motherfucking podcast in here, shit.